Alright, so my name is Avery Cooper, and for my Middle Eastern presentation, I decided to do it on the country Lebanon. So let's get started. For the intro, my country's name is Lebanon, like I said before. This is Lebanon's flag. It has two red stripes on the outside, one white stripe on the middle, and it has a tree in the center. This is the map of Lebanon, this yellow country down here. And for how big the population is, this is actually a really small country. So it's pretty tight. These are some of the pictures taken from like in Lebanon. This is a cool rock structure. This is a waterfall, some of the architecture, and yeah, it's a really pretty place. So I want to go there someday. For the physical environment, let's start with the climate. The climate of Lebanon is subtropical and has dry, hot summers and mid-humid winters. Low 90s, low 30s. In July, it has lows of 60s, and for rainfall, it had an average of 48.96 millimeters a year from 1901 to 2015. For physical landforms, some of the landforms in Lebanon are pretty cool, so here are some of them. We have Aiya El Rashwell Rock, which is this picture in the middle right here. I thought it was really pretty, so I wanted to put it in there. We also have the Great Rift Valley, and then the ladder of Tyrians. Tyrians? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. For people, the total population of the country is 6.8 million as of 2019, and around 88.76% of Lebanon's total population lives in cities. So 88.76% are urban. The major language in Lebanon is Arabic, and the major religions are Islamic and Christianity. Customs and traditions. So, a male from this country might greet each other by smiling and simply giving someone a handshake. Like everywhere in the world. Like here in the United States, if you want to greet someone, you'll give them a handshake, you'll smile at them, or you'll give them a hug or something. But here, to show sincerity, they might grasp each other's elbows or arms to be like more formal and or serious. It's also very common for close friends to kiss each other. In Lebanon, there's a thing called beckoning. This is something you don't want to do. It's like a mean thing. So what beckoning is people will put their hands out towards the ground with their fingers curled backwards towards themselves. So it's like a mean gesture, sort of. A common holiday celebrated in Lebanon is Christmas. Christmas is actually one of the most important holidays celebrated there because of how many Christians Lebanon contains. It is celebrated just like it is here in the US or any other place in the world, just with their own little twist. And what their own little twist is 14 days before Christmas, they shower beans like chickpeas, broad beans, and lentils on a damp cotton wool. So yeah, that's how they kind of keep themselves different from everybody else in the world when celebrating Christmas. 5 things that I thought were interesting about Lebanon. The first thing is that it was interesting to see how many Christians actually were in Lebanon. Around 36.2% of Lebanon's total population is Christian. The second thing is that Lebanon has 40 daily newspapers. 40 daily newspapers, that's a lot. There's usually only one or two here in the US, so 40, like that's a lot. The third thing is that 70% of Lebanon's students are in private schools. The fourth thing being that Lebanon's tallest point is actually Mount Kornat al-Swada, with its tallest peak being 10,131 feet. That's pretty tall. And the last and final thing is that for every 10 Lebanese people, there's one doctor. That's a lot of doctors. So, like, just imagine that. For every 10 people you have in a group, one of them is going to be a doctor. Like, that's just a lot. And yeah, this is my sources page with everything, or mostly everything that I use credited. And yeah, this was my Lebanon project. I hope you enjoyed it.